Ophiuchus, come out and play. Alright, welcome back to Indigo Vision. I am Justin Bay, and today's video I'm going to address Ophiuchus. We're actually in Ophiuchus right now as we speak. It started November 30th and it's going on until December 17th. I've actually let my hair down in tribute to Ophiuchus. Shout out to the locks. We don't call them dreadlocks, we call them locks. But shout out to the locks and shout out to Ophiuchus. Ophiuchus is the serpent bearer. In reality, the snake is what you need. So we're going to dive into Ophiuchus now. Alright, so Ophiuchus is the serpent bearer. In today's society, snakes are seen as bad things, but in the ancient days, it represented knowledge and self-healing. So we're going to dive into Ophiuchus and the relevance of it. Alright, so Ophiuchus is the only sign that is in the ecliptic that is not a part of the Zodiac. Ophiuchus also represents a choice. We all have a choice to make. Are we going to stay into our comfort zones, stay in the matrix, stay in our box? Or are we going to live outside of that box, or think outside of the box, but live outside of the box and to address our heavenly alignment and our true purpose? Your natal chart is very important. It's your blueprint for your incarnation to this life. So you have your 12 signs natal chart, or you can have your 13 signs natal chart. These charts are very important, and one is a bridge to the other, is what I'm starting to understand. So again, I'm not saying 12 signs is wrong, but it is outdated and it will be slowly pushed out, and people are going to start aligning themselves with Ophiuchus and the 13 constellations. Do you feel it? Do you feel the energy change? Energy is everything, and the energy is changing. Gaia, the planet, Earth, whatever you refer to her as, she is a woman, divine feminine. And Ophiuchus is the female goddess. It also represents self-healing. It also represents enlightenment and self-taught and discovery of your true inner light bearers. So I get the term light bearers from Ophiuchus. Ophiuchus has been depicted throughout our history, but most haven't been aware or conscious of her and her influence. So basically, if you look at the hospitals, they use the snake and a staff for its symbol. That's Ophiuchus. So healing itself is under Ophiuchus. So the Hippocratic Oath, Asclepius, he's also a Greek healer, and he also was under Ophiuchus. He was taught by snakes, and he was a healer, and he was known for healing people through natural remedies, herbs, but mainly vibration. That's the biggest thing about Ophiuchus, is that it represents vibration and frequency, energy, and that's what we have been missing. We are illiterate in regards to vibration, and vibration is the key. So Ophiuchus is the key. Ophiuchus was taken from the Zodiac in the 2nd century by Ptolemy. Look into Ptolemy. He is a turning point in astrology. Before Ptolemy and the Romans and the Greeks, there was a moon cycle. It was a moon ecliptic system that we use. So it was 13 cycles versus 12. And there's 13 cycles of the moon, and there's 28 days in each cycle. And that is what was dominant for thousands of years. And before the system of the colonists and the conquistadors and the Inquisition, this was the system that was in place, and it had us in alignment with the heavens, the as above, so below, which Hermes is one of the most pivotal gods of Greek and Egypt culture, and the caduceus, which is Ophiuchus. If you look, a lot of pictures have Thoth writing, which he is the god of writing and arithmetics and a whole bunch of other things. Thoth had the secret in his hand. He had Ophiuchus. Ophiuchus, again, is the key, and it was removed by the patriarch system to basically take control of the masses, to keep the masses under a certain frequency, and to take away their self-governing powers. The stars are very, very important. We are the stars. So our disconnection from the stars is a huge deal. So as we speak right now, we are in Ophiuchus. But most people think they're Sagittarius. I'm sorry to tell you, but I'm not sorry to tell you. I'm here to tell you the truth because I love you. And we, as the people, need to come together and have the truth exposed to us so we can move forward, because the truth will set you free. So I'm happy to tell you, Sagittarius, that you are actually Ophiuchus. You are the healer. You are the drug. You can be the poison as well if you're not aware of your true essence. So there are a lot of people that are of Sagittarius energy, like Jay-Z, or you also have Nicki Minaj. Trump actually has his moon sign in Ophiuchus. And Beethoven was actually, his sun sign was in Ophiuchus. So Ophiuchus has been around forever. It's been ignored and it's been suppressed. So Sagittarius, if you're born between November 30th to December 17th, you are actually Ophiuchus, and the world needs you. You are the healer. My rising sign is Ophiuchus. So as I got in tune with astrology, I entered in through the 12. But 12, you can see it as like college. But 13 and the sidereal astrology and incorporating Ophiuchus in your natal chart and getting the true alignments of where the stars and the planetary bodies are at will give you your true as above, so below alignment, which will have you in tune with your true purpose and your true energy. So the world needs Ophiuchus. People need to be in tune with their inner light. People need to be in tune with healing themselves, listening to their feminine energy in their body, because your body is feminine energy. Your body is made up of green earth energy. And to maintain your body and to get the most from it, you must respect it. You must bring out that love of your feminine energy in order to find that balance. And balance is the key. That is where we're going towards. And you can't find balance without being in tune with your feminine energy that most people are suppressing due to our patriarch system. We have a choice to make. We can stay a part of the matrix. We can stay a part of the patriarch system, or we can choose to be a part of the true alignment, which incorporates Ophiuchus. And Ophiuchus was removed from the Zodiac to suppress the masses and to aid in the exploiting or the exploitation of women, to use women as concubine or as a product or as a slave. The female energy has been suppressed by the male energy, and that is a big reason why our planet is out of balance. And that is a part of the new age that we're moving into, is Ophiuchus being included back into the Zodiac, and people channeling that energy consciously and being their own light, being their own guidance, listening to their soul, listening to their heart, listening to their inner world. Why did this happen, and why is 12 signs outdated? The precession of the equinox, which again I spoke about before, is the movement of the planet throughout our Milky Way. So the precession of the equinox has to do with the tilt of the planet, and on this axis, as it moves year after year after year, we move slightly through the universe, and our positionings change. So therefore, Ophiuchus, incorporating Ophiuchus, will have us at the proper degrees in astrology. It's called the Ophiuchus. Is basically the chart that shows the positioning of where each planet and star is going to be at in its degrees and its positioning. And it gives you information about that year and the astrological or the heavenly alignment. So we have been on that same chart since the 2nd century. Ptolemy, again, which I spoke of earlier, Ptolemy was the astrologer that is held responsible for fixing tropical astrology to the equinoxes of the 2nd century. Think about that. If we need this chart to show us the true alignments, so we know how to predict certain things, or what to expect, or to make prophecies, or to make predictions, you would need to know where the stars are at. So if you don't know where the stars are at, and you're going off of an old chart, you're obviously going to have inaccurate alignments. Therefore, it's all wrong. Hence, why most people, or a lot of people, don't respect astrology. They think it's a pseudoscience or it's a fraud, because it does not give you the true alignment of the stars. If you were to use the degrees of tropical astrology to find the sun right now, you would be 28 to 30 degrees off, which is huge in astrology. So we need to incorporate Ophiuchus because it is alive. Astrology is alive. Ptolemy killed it. Ptolemy killed astrology. He fixed it, and therefore doomed anyone who was going to take on this art of astrology and use it to aid the people and aid themselves. You're going to be off. It's not going to be correct. So 13 astrology is the way to go if you want to truly have your right alignment and you want to assist humanity. All right, now the Anunnaki, they are an ancient species of beings that came to this planet, and they basically were a big part of the creation of humans. So in the Bible, some say that the God in the Bible were the Anunnaki, and the serpent in the Bible that spoke to Eve was Ophiuchus. So there's two different ways of doing it. You have the Anunnaki way of ruling humans, and then you have the Ophiuchus way. Ophiuchus wanted to teach people the truth, give them light. Therefore, they were held accountable for their actions, and they were basically included in the hierarchy of the galactic consciousness. The Anunnaki were the ones that wanted to control by force and restricting, keeping people in the dark, keeping humans in the dark, and keeping them in a certain level of understanding. So that is what we see today. And Ophiuchus representing 13. 13 is the divine feminine, and then you have the patriarchic system, which is the masculine dominant system. 12 versus 13. Anunnaki versus Ophiuchus. So now our goal, and then for the near future, is to learn from both and then create from the 2 points and connect it to the top of the pyramid. So this is going to be the test for here on out, is to combine the new and the old into something brand new and beautiful. But yeah, Ophiuchus is the key. So getting in tune with your 12 signs astrology is going to be your entry level. But when it's time for you to evolve and move beyond that energy, you're going to have to incorporate Ophiuchus. Some people are going to be reluctant to do it, but this change has to happen, and it's what needs to happen. Ophiuchus is real. Ophiuchus is an actual star in the sky. So right now the sun is going through Ophiuchus. You can see Ophiuchus in the sky the best at nighttime during the summer months. But Ophiuchus is actually a real constellation, and it needs to be incorporated in. It's truth. It's real, it's there, so it has to be incorporated. We don't have a choice. We can choose to be our higher self or stay in the norm of our lower self. As I'm getting in tune with astrology, I'm going to assist people in astrology. I'm going to have to incorporate Ophiuchus. So, and daily, it's a good idea to say what's up to a tree. You know what I'm saying? Just put your hand on them, say what's up. Get in tune, get back in tune with nature, Lemurians, earth energy in general. So, all right, thank you for tuning in and learning about Ophiuchus. We all have a choice to make. We can stick to the old paradigm that is the cause of all of this chaos and mayhem that we're dealing with right now, and we can learn from it and then understand why it's important to be in tune with our true alignment and accept our godly self, our heavenly self, and embrace our greatness. Don't be afraid of your light. Your light is what the world needs. I'm speaking my truth now because I'm realizing that. And I'm hoping to kindle the fire and spark the light in at least one other person from watching this video. So if you like what I'm doing, please leave comments. Let me know what you think. Ask any questions. Like and subscribe. Share these videos, because I truly believe that what I'm saying is from my heart, and it's going to help a lot of people during this time where, you know, the exterior is no longer going to give you that comfort. You're going to have to find that from within. And once you find that from within, then that's when the true hero's journey begins. You're the hero of your own journey. So, love and light. Peace. Till next time.